Nice day today.
Beautiful.
Practice was good. We had a good start today, and it was. I thought the kids came back and worked hard, so that's a good sign.
Who's going to be starting at quarterback, Coach?
Is that the? I should have let off with that, I suppose. Cody's going to start at quarterback this week. Well, it's obviously one of those things. It's not easy, but you look at the kind of just the integrity of competition, and you try to make a decision that's best for the team right this minute. And I think, it's pretty obvious. We think Cody's playing a little bit better right now, and deserves to start. And Sean made some great plays in the game, and then he also didn't get some help. We dropped some balls on him, so he's going to be back. He's going to be ready, and we're fortunate that we can have two guys that we can truly have to pick from.
What kind of leash would Cody have, with Sean being your more experienced guy?
That's a good thing. I don't go into the game thinking about if he does this or that, or I just have to basically get a feel for what I think is the right thing to do at the right time, John. So I don't have a leash length. We just expect those guys to go out there and perform, and they're trained to go out there and perform, and that's what they're supposed to do, and they expect to do that. So we don't go in expecting it the other way or a certain time frame on anything.
Does she have any physical limitations, or is he okay?
No.
The team seemed fine when Baz came in, and then when Sean started and came back, it was fine too. Do you expect it to be pretty much the same?
I do. I think the kids have a faith in both of these guys, and they've been practicing with them for a long time. A two-year period they've been together. So our players know these guys are good players, and they also know they're both tremendously dedicated to this team and have worked very hard. So I think they just go in and everybody expects them, like I said, to do their job.
Coach, when you shared the news with the two guys about Cody starting, how do they take it? What are your thoughts about that? Do you have any concerns about reaction to that kind of information?
Well, I expect guys to, either be happy or disappointed depending on the news they get. So that's not surprising to me, and I always expect a good reaction from those two guys in particular when we come out here on the field.
Any second guessing that you maybe should have stayed with Cody for last week, or is that?
No, I really don't bother with that. I thought we made the right decision for us at the time with all the information that we had, and so that's what we do. With it is we take everything that we have and put it into the decision, and then go with it, and then be ready to adjust.
Do you have a better handle on why Sean is struggling now?
No, I think that there are, like I said, he made some really good plays in the game, and then he made some decisions he'd like to have back, and that's kind of quarterbacking, and what you have to do is eliminate or cut down as many of those bad decisions as you can, and get it down to nil if you can. But the position's hard, so I think that whatever those intangible things are that where he's not playing at 100% of his level, I think he can battle through these things and get back, and he's going to be a great quarterback for us. I know that.
How did it feel last night to see the student body out here camping out for tickets again?
Oh, it's a great sight. I didn't leave here till midnight, and it was the stadium was completely circled, I think, by that time. So it's fun, and then to get to talk to the kids coming out, it's a pretty neat deal.
How do you think Sean's confidence is now compared to 3 weeks ago?
I don't know. Those are things only he can answer. I think that I believe this about him: he's physically and mentally tough guy. I mean, and football's not new to him, and there are different cycles in life where sometimes things are going well and things appear to be pretty easy, and sometimes they're tougher, and you've got to handle it, and it's tough. We all say that as adults, but we're dealing with young men, so it's definitely hard. But like I said, I think he's one of the most physically tough and mentally tough guys we have. I think he's going to just go back to work and get ready to go when called upon.
Is Cody the starting quarterback from now on, or is it still competition?
What we have is two guys that can play, and so we'll keep the integrity of the competition alive. I think that's always important to do.
Do you have a feel yet for some of the other guys that didn't practice today and what their progression might be this week?
Well, we're just hoping for good day-to-day progress. So what we know today, is all pretty positive, I would say, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. I think that Marcus has got this protocol that no matter how he feels tomorrow, he'll still be in that process. So we won't see him practicing tomorrow, but hopefully he'll be further along in the process. The same thing. I mean, it'll be day to day.
You've got a really good defense in Arizona State, don't you? I mean, tell me a little bit about the challenges they pose.
Well, the first thing they do is they have great speed on defense, and they have with that speed, they have a mentality of pressure. With some of their fronts, we see them pressuring, bringing in extra guys 70% of the time. So it basically becomes a deal where if you don't handle that, you're not gonna do well in the game. So it's going to be handling the pressure and then playing fast with them. That's going to be, those two issues are big.
Mike, about Wheaton, have you talked to the league about that yet?
I haven't talked to the league about it. I think the officials obviously just missed the call, and I'm sure they're aware of it, and at some point I'll talk to Tony, but frankly, it's not going to do us a lot of good.
Center, the wide receiving core, Marcus, you said you're hopeful that he plays, but the job Kevin and Richie have done in stepping up and stepping in there.
Yeah, Richie will be the next guy in at that split end position. He's backing up Marcus right now, and then Kevin plays the slot. So, that's where we expect him to be ready to play. When we're in three wide receivers, he'll be.
Do you worry about Cody looking over his shoulder at all, or vice versa?
Well, a guy. There's no getting around that. A guy has to be able to handle that and go play. I think both of those kids are tough and mentally tough, and so I think that everybody knows you always have to go and perform.